alma mater. Look at that baby.
You folks keep watching Western State Sportsman. This is your man.
I got him.
This is Dave Langston, Western State Sportsman Outdoor Show. I'm here for the OutdoorHub.com. I'm with Steve West. Steve.
How's it going, Dave?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah.
And that's Steve's Outdoor Adventures TV, right?
Correct. Seen on the Outdoor Channel.
Seen on the Outdoor Channel. And we will get, you'll hear a little bit more about that after we get done talking about what you got in your hands here. Now, this is for Burris, right?
That's correct. Burris has been our long time, I always call them our number one. You know, they've been with me the most years. The Eliminator's kind of a neat little baby for us. This is something that we've been with since day one. It's a true smart scope. This is a gun. This is a scope that can go on any gun, any load, anywhere, anytime, any place. It's a true smart scope. You know, it started off as a laser range finding scope. You know, called it the laser scope. With ballistic plex, it would give you the distance, and then you had to shoot the crosshair for the distance. This scope took it like 10 steps beyond, because not only does it range the target, the animal, the balloon, the target, whatever it happens to be, but it'll also figure out or calculate your bullet drop and give you a dot, an orange dot for an aiming point. And it's got built-in anclometer, which means if you're shooting at an angle, up or downhill, it gives you the true ballistic distance.
Right. So, now, or were you part of the making of this? I mean, were you?
Feedback. I mean, this is really Pat Beckett's baby to begin with, to the best of my knowledge. We were up in the Yukon together, and he asked, "Man, what would you call a great scope?" You know, because I was using a laser scope on that sheep hunt.
Right.
And he said, "What would you do to make that better?" You know, and we had the same ideas, and he was like, "Man, you wait." And 1 year later, all these ideas. You know, my thought was the only thing you can do to make this scope better is have it figure up your bullet drop for you. You know. And sure enough, a year later, a box shows up at my office, and he says, "Follow the instructions, go to the range, play with it, and tell me what you think."
Right.
I get that back, you know, from him, and I'm thinking to myself, "Oh my word, this is everything I ever dreamed of in a rifle scope." It's like 2,500 rounds and 24 hours later. I don't know how many rounds it was, but I went through every round in my house.
You had fun shooting.
Oh man, I shot and shot and shot, and I called him back. I was like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever seen, or ever played with," and it's been just amazing whirlwind since then.
Now, is this something that's just coming out on the market?
This one will be available in July of this year.
Okay.
Eliminator 1's been on the market for the last couple of years. Eliminator 2 and Eliminator 3 are coming out on the market this year. This is the Eliminator 3. It's got 16 times zoom. It's got a bigger windage tree in it. You know, so you got a tremendous windage. You know, you can dope the wind a lot better with it. It's also got the ability to compensate for the bullet drop at any. It can calculate bullet drop at any times magnification. Most of the time, if you're shooting a rifle scope with like ballistic plex or generation 1, you have to be on maximum magnification to shoot the extra crosshairs or have the dot. This scope's so smart that it'll figure out what your times magnification is, 4 times, 10 times, or 16 times, and give you the true point of impact for that bullet at that distance.
Nice.
So you can shoot it at any times magnification. And it still has the digital logic. It's easy to program. I can program the scope in 2 minutes. I can take it off a 300 Winchester Magnum. I can put it on a 223. I can put it on a 243. I can rotate gun to gun to gun, reprogram it in 2 minutes, change my zero, and I can go hunting with it literally in 20 minutes.
Now let me ask you something, Steve. Where will this be available at?
Almost all of the major retailers. Cabela's carries it. Sportsman's Warehouse carries it. Online. The best thing to do is go to eliminatorscope.com, eliminatorlaserscope.com, On that website, there's a great video. It's playing right here. It'll teach you everything you need to know about the scope, how to program it, how it works. It's a great educational tool. But the retailers, almost every major retailer in the United States and Canada is carrying this scope. It is the hottest thing going in rifle scopes today, bar none, no competition.
And it's eliminatorlaserscope.com.
Eliminatorlaserscope.com.
Okay, now let's talk a little bit about your show. Are you starting a new season? Are you ending a season? What's going on?
You know, we just finished a great year. All of the hunting's been coming up. We try to stream it from the field to the network. We're not one of those shows that likes to hold it back for a year or two. We've been running it to show. You're running it directly to the network. Yeah, we've got a lot of new shows coming up here in first quarter, and we got a great season planned out ahead of us. We've got some of the biggest whitetail deer we've ever killed out west. This isn't sitting in trees. This is on the ground, chasing them fair chase,
right?
And western style, you know.
Yep.
We got sheep hunts, mountain goat hunts. We got lots of grizzly bear hunting this year.
Now, you are from Oregon?
I'm from Oregon, that's right.
And I'm from Idaho, so...
Yeah, neighboring
we're
states.
neighbors, so, you know, we know what hunting out west is really like.
You know, it's not a knock on the guys who are whitetail hunters in the east, because it takes a lot of time and dedication and knowledge about whitetails, know where to set your stands and how to hunt them.
Right.
I mean, we think that we're the be-all, end-all because we go out and hike the mountains and climb 3,000 feet to chase a little white critter, or
right.
You know, or a mule deer buck. You know, it's a different kind of hunting out east. It's not really for me, though. I have no patience. I like to get on the ground, chase them, run them down.
I would fall asleep, Steve, if I had to sit. And in fact, I probably have when I was younger, growing up in Texas. Fell asleep and let some nice bucks go by. But here in Idaho or Oregon or any of the Rocky Mountain states, I mean, you really work for that animal. I mean, you really, I'm not saying they're not working for them, but I'm just saying it physically demanding, you're working for that animal.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. You're going to shed some sweat and probably bleed a little bit every day that you're in the field.
And it's really true. The hard work starts when the animal's down.
Yeah, you got to pack them out.
Yep, so. Exactly. Now, where can I see the show at?
You see it on the Outdoor Channel, or you can go to our website, stevesoutdooradventures.com. All of our shows are online in high definition.
Steve, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Looking forward to watching some of the new stuff you got coming up.
And watch for the new Eliminator laser scope. It's called Eliminator 3. It'll be on Steve's Outdoor Adventures this coming season.